So, a message to Facebook. I have been robbed and scammed and cheated of thousands and thousands of dollars that I've spent probably since 2012 on Facebook ads, also investing in branding myself. Like I said, I was Blue Badge verified on Facebook as Sincere Music with a Z. You can go search that, you'll find my page, you'll see a blue check mark beside the page. I no longer have access to that page anymore because Facebook permanently disabled all 3 of my profiles, saying that I was violating their policies. But if that were true, I only used one of those profiles. So why would all 3 be removed if they're saying from that profile I was doing things to infringe or violate against their agreement or policy? It's not possible. I never did anything to violate any of the policy. I read over it and I reviewed my activity, and why would they authenticate me on Facebook if I was using their platform fraudulently anyways in the first place? It's not logical. I wouldn't even make this video or waste my time or make the other 2 videos showing proof that they tried to rob me of $100 in ads revenue, which I then defended, reported, had to fight tooth and nail in a thread until they would reverse that. They did give me the $100 back, but before they gave the money back, I talked to an ad specialist through the Facebook reporting through Ads Manager, and I was actually talking to it says Facebook specialist George, and then Hannah was the other one, and they were talking to me back and forth, reviewing my account, and they couldn't show any proof of their claim, stating that I was wrong with my claim, saying that $100 out of absolutely thin air was added. It was directly $100. It wasn't $99.83. It wasn't $98.43. It was $100 perfectly. So that was calculated. And I know my budget. I know my ad revenue. I've been running ads for years. I know how to keep track of my ads. I never made any mistakes by overspending because I know, well, I did in the beginning, obviously, and then you learn from that. And then you can set limits and caps to how much you spend. You can optimize that to make sure it doesn't go past that point, or you can analyze it manually after you have years and years of experience like I do in running ads. You learn. So they were wrong. They were telling me I was wrong, I'm wrong, but couldn't state any proof. And I would show screenshots and proof of every single ad that I had been running, the dates, my credit card payments, and everything, proving that they were lying. And it ended in them saying I was wrong. Then they deleted the thread so that I couldn't go back to it, screenshot, and show proof, which they didn't realize I had another window open in my browser that didn't get refreshed, so I could still see the entire thread. But if I hit refresh, it says, oops, we can't find this. They're not supposed to do that. Any thread or conversation that you even have in the support box anyways never gets deleted. The thread doesn't get removed. It says closed, and you can review the conversation and everything for your own documentation and record. That's how it's always been, and that's still how it is. But because of the fact that I intellectually and factually proved them wrong, that they fraudulently took $100 knowingly, the system and the algorithm is skimming off people's ads budgets, and after you've spent a certain amount, they think that you probably have a lot of money if you're going to be able to spend that much money on ads. So you probably won't notice if they go and they take $100 or they add that onto your ad revenue. You kind of look at it like, oh, well, that's off, that's a little weird. I thought, oh, whatever, you know. A lot of people are going to let that happen. They're not going to be able to defend it. And even when you try to defend it, they do everything and they use every strategic defense to try to prove that it's not true what you're claiming. But they don't have any proof themselves. They go by a protocol to defend, and because they know that the algorithm does it in a way that there would be absolutely no proof or proving. And even if there was, you're challenging an establishment that has, have made billions of dollars and, have already been caught being fraudulent and corrupt and breaking the law and manipulating their algorithms as they're dealing with Facebook ads and they're stealing from people, and I caught them. I defended it tooth and nail. It took me three days fighting back and forth with them until they put the money, they took the $100 off, which proves I'm right, because if I was wrong and they did find that I was wrong, they would not return the $100 because they would be getting robbed and ripped off and scammed and cheated if that were the case, and manipulated, which it wasn't the case, logically. Then they deleted the thread, so I couldn't prove any of that conversation ever existed. Then the $100 was put back. Facebook is fraudulent. They've been fraudulent. They have violated all of us. There's 80,000 active lawsuits against them. Last time I checked, there's probably 100,000 more now. So now something else happened. I have 2 other videos that I made on this in 2 different ways that they have illegally taken, what would be the word? They've taken illegal action against me. They've fraudulently, they've robbed me. They stole money from me. They used me because I spent thousands of dollars into branding myself and advertising my page, which got Blue Badge verified, which they said that I was authentic, which they went against their own word later by saying that I was violating the policy. Why would I spend thousands of dollars? Why would I buy a .com? Why would I pay for hosting? Why would I invest all this energy and money and time into branding myself on Facebook through their platform if I was going to violate any one of their policies? And it would take, hey, you can do all kinds of stuff on Facebook, spam, violate, they'll stop you for a couple of days, right? Like back in the day when I was young, when I didn't know how to market and I didn't know about advertising, when I was like 18, 17 years old, you learn from that, right? And then obviously if you take yourself professionally or your brand professionally, you're not going to misuse the platform that is going to help build your brand or your name, your business. For me, I'm an artist, I'm a musician, and I'm a YouTuber, so it doesn't add up, you know what I mean? But in the end of the day, I have proof of everything that I'm claiming right now, like literal actual proof that you can see live on video, not just screenshots that somebody could Photoshop. This is legitimate. I showed proof through a live video, of the whole conversation. So I'm going to leave you at the end of this video. You're going to see 2 videos pop up, and those are the videos I'm referring to. One talking about how they illegally stole all 4 verified pages of mine. They permanently disabled and blacklisted and blocked my name, my IP address, my MAC address, and my digital serial number. And every time I try to make a new Facebook account, it would say disabled, disabled. Even if I used a new email, even if I did try to use a name that obviously was not my government legal name. Then they asked me to upload photo ID, government ID, or else they would not unlock my Facebook account. I don't see how they can legally force people to use their government names on their platform when it originally did not start like that. You can't just keep changing things, and especially in something like that. You cannot force somebody, well, that's what they're acting like, oh, it's our platform, we can do what we want, but you don't realize, now you're in trouble, and you've been in trouble. And you're abusing your users. People are losing thousands of dollars investing in advertising, and then you're taking their pages away that have hundreds and thousands of followers, if not millions. And that affects people's lives negatively and financially, and stops their progression in their businesses, in their online businesses, in their growth on social media through, with their music, with their YouTube channel, etc. That is not right, never will be right. Is on a fine line of illegal and legal, which they have lawyers to fix that problem for them because they have the money. Now we have another situation where hold on. Okay, so I just spent $300 in ad revenue to promote a freestyle video of me rapping. The video is still up. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go check it out to see what it is. There's nothing that violates against anything. I went to share it in a few groups, and immediately it blocked me. I tried to share it to my friend through Messenger, and it said blocked. This is spam. So you're telling me I just spent $300 fucking dollars on advertising to promote this video, and you guys are blocking it at the same time from these people from being able to share it in groups and to also send it to their friends through Messenger. The nature of the video, the freestyle video, is about depression and fighting depression. It's a motivating freestyle. It's nothing. It's not talking glorifying any depression. It's empowering people to fight depression. Why would you stop something like that? Why would you call something like that spam? You guys are pathetic. Your algorithm system was designed to skim off the ad budget. It was designed to block links when people are paying hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to promote to get that reach, and you're stopping that reach by blocking it from being able to be sent through Messenger, through inbox. You can't message the link to anybody or else it blocks it, and I can't share it on groups or it blocks it. So when I'm paying $300 for that reach, and those people that are seeing my sponsored ad go click to share it because it's powerful, or they click the link and they copy it to go send it to their friend and say, hey man, I know you're depressed, watch this video, it might help you. Blocked, won't let them send it. That is fraud and theft, because I'm spending money on your platform, $300 in a week to promote this video, but in the background, in the behind the scenes, they're blocking it so you cannot get the organic reach. You can only get the reach that you pay for. That's all by design. That is strategic. That is intellectually built and designed. And they just keep saying, "Oh, it's algorithm." Blame it on an algorithm system that is not a human being, that can't be held liable or responsible for fraud or conspiracy to fraud, because that's what it is. They know what they're doing. They built the system like that in order to do these little glitches. And when you have billions of people on your platform, nobody notices, and not a lot of people can defend it because there's no way to contact Facebook unless you're spending money through their ads manager platform, which I was able to speak to an ad specialist back and forth. And when you see the videos that are going to pop up at the end of this one, and you see the evidence, it's going to make you really mad. Does this mean you shouldn't use Facebook ads? In my situation, I have no choice. It's the biggest platform in the world, and it has what I need, and they know that. And that's why they're taking advantage, and they've been doing that to millions of people. Thing is so like I said, I found out by trying to share the link, and other people messaging me saying they try to share it and it says blocked. So why would I just spend $300? I just spent $300 for no reason. That's why it wasn't going viral, because there's no way that this video would not go viral. I spent $300. It reached over 300,000 people, and it got 161,000 views, 400 shares, and like 200 and something comments. It was on its way to going viral, and I made it in a way that where when people see it, it says tag a friend that you know that is fighting depression to help that person, and there's people tagging people, so that's what creates the viral effect. But if Facebook is blocking that link when people share it or people tag another person, it's going to stop that from happening. So the only people that are seeing that video are the ones that are because of me paying money. That's not how it works. They're cheating. The idea is to spend $300, reach 300,000 people, and then that 300,000 people share that video, and you reach another 300,000, 400,000 to 1 million, and it keeps going viral. They're stopping the ability to go viral intentionally by their algorithms, and they're stealing money, and they're making us waste money and manipulating their ads manager platform, because there's no benefit in that. The idea is to not just, it was never like that before. Like, you could spend $300, reach 300,000 people, and those people are going to share it, and it's going to take its course. But that can't happen if Facebook is blocking that link in from you messaging it to people or sharing it anywhere. So I just wasted $300 for no reason. My video would have probably millions of views right now, probably like thousands of shares, probably, reached over 1 million people. Like, it would be logically by the numbers, by the statistics, the reach, and the amount of money I spent. It's not just like you're gonna spend $300, reach 300,000 people, and those people aren't gonna share it. I had 400 shares. Now I know why it stopped. When you stop spending money, the video stops moving. That's not real. That don't happen in real life, because people keep sharing something after that point. That's not how it works. Now I just figured out 3 different fraudulent things that Facebook does that is against the law. It's literally against the law. That's fraud. That is manipulation, fraud. They're manipulating the algorithm, and they just got in trouble for that, and that's why they were in front of Congress. Was from knowing that it releases a dopamine effect if they allow a slight delay. Just this comes down to psychology, science, everything. It was scientifically proven. That's why they were in trouble, is because they knowingly, even their own engineers said, we knowingly created this algorithm in a way that we knew we were taking advantage of the human psychology, which would make people addicted to the platform, to sharing, to posting, to that need for likes, shares, that need for validation. It's all by design. Because if you know how the human psychology and chemistry works in the human being and the brain, then you know how to take advantage of that. And it was about go ahead and look it up. Type in Facebook on YouTube and you'll see Mark Zuckerberg in front of Congress in trouble for this exact thing. And here they are again. And the only reason why this is still happening, they did fix a couple things to cover their ass. But they're leaving the ones that make money, and they'll fight that later with lawyers and millions of dollars that they have to spend to fight it. This is unreal. I don't have a lot for them to be taking from me like that. That's so fraudulent, sneaky, and just deceitful. Facebook needs to be held responsible, and it needs to be put to an end, because people rely on this platform now to live. They make money from it. I lost my income streams when they falsely removed and disabled all of my profiles and permanently blacklisted my government name from their platform for absolutely no reason. It blew my mind. The only thing I could imagine is because sorry about that, the vent there, the fucking furnace, but this is just insane, man. This is bad, because people are trying to make something out of something, My music could have already blew up and went viral if it wasn't for the things that they've done illegally and falsely to stop that process from happening. Because then you have to keep spending more and more money on ads because your shit didn't go viral, and there's no organic reach or effect afterwards, after the paid traffic. It should be able to generate its own momentum after you spend a certain amount of money and get that reach. People are sharing it, tagging people. It's going on its own now. You don't need to pay no more money. They know that. That's why they stop the organic reach by blocking your link when you're running ads. And then they'll say, oh, well, you ran $300 in ads and your video was reaching a lot of people, so the algorithm automatically blocked the link thinking it was being spammed. Bro, you can't pull that one no more. That's not going to work anymore. Don't you guys get that? Don't you understand we see through that now? Because if that was the case, you would know that's a problem for your business financially. Your own platform would cause you to lose customers, because why would we spend money in your ads manager if you're going to block the same link we're spending money on to get reach on the same platform? Bro, you guys know that the glitch exists. Facebook knows that that's there, and they're allowing it because it gives free money. It generates free income, and it keeps us at a level where we have to keep spending money. The same thing with where we get addicted and we have to keep posting. We have to keep using the platform. We are addicted to it. We rely on it. now, and they know that, and they're using that to their advantage, which is highly, again, Mark Zuckerberg and his whole team should be put in jail for over 10 years. Wait, 20 years. That's a life sentence. If anybody else did that and committed fraud in a sneaky, manipulative way through an algorithm, that is fucking fraud, bro. That is conspiracy to fraud on top of fraud. You knew what you were doing. That's conspiracy to... You knew what you're doing. Just the same way as somebody goes and they conspire to murder somebody and then they do it. There was a person involved knowingly knowing that they were going to go kill somebody, and then they did it. But there was a time frame before that person got killed where you knowingly knew that this was going to happen, and you did not go to the police and tell them that. That is called conspiracy to murder. Same thing in this situation with fraud. Conspiracy, and you're talking on a mass scale. Billions of people are being manipulated and scammed and attacked and ripped off. So that's a life sentence for anybody else that doesn't have $1 billion to fight with fucking 20 lawyers, okay? So do me a favor, share this video, tag as many people as you can in it, because if we don't do that, and we don't take that type of action, nothing is ever going to happen. We don't support each other properly to get the right message across. That's why Facebook has the power over us. They have the masses, but we could have the masses too if we were willing to support each other and actually put an effort in to sharing the right message. People are lazy, they don't want to, and that's why there's no change in effect in this world, and there's things like that exist right now. It's because nobody's willing to help or do anything to do anything. I'm the only one sticking my neck out talking about this shit, and then on top of it, nobody's willing to share it anyways. So, but everybody's gonna complain about, shit. Don't make any sense. But regardless, fraud book, that's what this is. And I've lost thousands of dollars in spending it. I truly believe by the progress that I was making before they started manipulating the algorithms like the way they did, I would have been up 6-7 figures right now. I'm hardly getting by in life, and I had extra income streams because of my verified pages. I was running ads through to different businesses that was making me money. And this is what they did to me, and it kicked my legs right out. I end up losing my apartment. I end up in a shelter because the income that I was making was helping me just make it by. And it was do or die. I have to maximize on this progress on my online businesses, running Facebook ads, getting clients and customers, making money. I have to go all in now because this is all I have to survive in this world. I don't have a trade. I didn't do well in school. I didn't have parents and a family. I grew up in the street, so I got good at whatever I got good at, and this is what I'm good at. And I've earned amounts of money that made me realize that I can maximize on that potential, and like everybody else is, and I could easily have 6-7 figures, and that's not unrealistic for what I was doing. But Facebook stopped all of that from happening illegally, not even fairly or justly. So that's why I need help getting this message to Facebook. Not that they would care, but if it goes viral and they start being held liable again, they're going to be in trouble again by a more powerful force, and they're going to have to fix it. And then they're going to have consequences on top of that. So if you believe that that's what should happen, and the problem is people don't care about anything anymore except for themselves, or they might say, well, I don't use Facebook ads, so I don't care, that doesn't benefit me. And they're missing the bigger picture, that people are being hurt and their lives are being ruined because we fed into this platform, we believed in it, it helped us, we made money, and then they took it away from us like they have that right just because that is fucking with people's lives. That's like me helping somebody and then ripping them off after. It just don't make, that's your manipulation. You're drawing them in, saying, hey, let me help you, look, use my platform, it'll help you. It starts helping you, you start doing well, and then if you do too well, they cut you off and stop your organic reach. So you have to keep relying on them and keep paying them a certain amount of money. That is so illegal, that is so evil, it's unreal. but it's in a way that they can blame it on an algorithm system and a glitch and an error, so nobody can be held responsible legally. Do you understand that? That needs to stop. Share this video, tag as many people as you can. I'm so sick of this. I've lost so much from this platform, but at the same time, it's the only, I'm telling you right now, people have went completely viral on Facebook with the stupidest shit, and it changed their lives. Labels started calling them, TV shows started calling them, radio stations started calling them, because they seen that on Facebook that went viral, and now they need to jump on it, because everyone that goes viral, everybody wants to get their hands on you. Go ahead, I'll take full advantage of that in my circumstances, and I deserve that. I deserve that to happen in my life, and I've been working towards making that happen. But when the very platform that would help me reach that goal and that achievement in life is now burdening it intentionally and manipulating it so that way I can't reach a certain pinnacle or peak unless it's beneficial to the platform, that's where it becomes evil and illegal. So if Facebook needs to be held responsible, and this needs to stop, because there's millions of people out there actually really being affected. Like, I lost my apartment because of that extra $400 to $1,000 a week that I was making as an affiliate for a company, promoting it through verified pages that had a check mark beside them that I worked hard to brand and earn that authenticity on Facebook. Do you understand? Share this video, tag as many people as you can. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. My name is Corey Resilient. Hit the subscribe. Like this video. The more people that like it, the more Facebook algorithm lets it reach more people, determining on how many people reacted to the post out of how many people viewed it. Okay? We're on to Facebook now, and we know what you guys are doing, and you've already been caught for things, and now you're just going to pretend that you didn't know this existed and then fix it afterwards, right? After millions of people have lost their apartments, have lost, the people think, oh, it's just Facebook. There's other platforms to run ads on. No, it don't work. That's the stupidest logic I've ever heard in my life, because I was actually negatively affected by this. It doesn't matter if there's other platforms, or if I could brand myself in a different, it don't matter. It's the loss that I took for no fucking reason. I wasted my time, energy, and money. That cannot be given back, even if the money was given back. It's the principle. So stop playing games. Corey Resilient. Peace.